Hard to believe we're 10 weeks into the NFL season, so it's time to do our predictions for week number 10. And like always, we'll do a recap of week 9. Going into 9, Ethan was in the lead with 80 points, then I had 78, and Brady had 75. I believe Brady was in the lead for the first 3 or 4 weeks. Ethan's been in the lead ever since, so we'll see what happens after week 9. Ethan and Brady did not get their picks in time for the Thursday night game, so we'll throw that out. I did have Pittsburgh, and they did win. Moving on to Sunday, the game in Germany, the early Sunday morning game, we all had Kansas City, and we were all correct. None of us picked Minnesota over Atlanta, so nobody got a point for that. We all had Baltimore, we all had New Orleans, and we all had Cleveland winning. If you notice, there's some L's in there too. That's Lincoln making his picks for the first time ever. Some of them are on the right line, some of them are not. And then we move on to Tampa Bay at Houston. Now, if you notice there, I picked Houston, which was correct. So that means I got double points because anytime somebody picks a winner and the other two guys pick the opposite and you win it, you get double points. So other than that, 1 point, double points there for Houston. I mentioned, I believe, in last week's, I probably should take Washington because I definitely think they're better than New England. I've taken New England some, and it's kind of burnt me, and sometimes it's helped. But I went with New England at home. I was wrong. Ethan and Brady both get the point for Washington. We all had the Rams, the Los Angeles Rams, winning Green Bay, but Green Bay won, so nobody got a point for that. Ethan and I got a point for the Colts over Carolina. Brady seems to be taking Carolina each week with an upset. He did get double points a few weeks ago. Ethan and I both had Vegas over the Giants. We all had Philly over Dallas. Unfortunately, Dallas didn't win that. It was closer than it could have been, so that was good. But Philly won that. We all got a point there. I went with Cincinnati over Buffalo. Cincinnati is playing red hot right now, so I got double points for that. And then moving on to the later game, I actually took the Chargers over the Jets. Ethan and Brady both went with the Jets, so I got double points for that, double points for Cincinnati, and double points for Houston. So after 9 complete weeks, I'm in the lead for the first time with 91 points. Ethan's at 88. Brady's at 81. So Brady's starting to trail a little bit, but anything could happen. And I mentioned Brady goes with Carolina, the upset, and he did it again. The Thursday night game, tonight's game, he's got Carolina over Chicago. Both these teams are not any good. Ethan and I both went with Chicago, though they are the home team. We all got Indy over the Patriots. I'm not going to pick the Patriots again. We'll see what happens. And we all have Cincinnati over Houston. Now, I like Houston. I like their quarterback. He's a Buckeye. He's playing excellent. But Cincinnati is, of course, they're all Buckeyes because they're playing Cincinnati. But, CJ is a former Ohio State Buckeye. At Houston, we all got Cincinnati winning that, though. Brady took New Orleans over Minnesota. Ethan and I both went with Minnesota. Dobbs played last week and looked good, but New Orleans definitely could beat them, so we'll see what happens there. Brady could get double points. Brady did not make a selection on Green Bay at Pittsburgh. Ethan and I both put Pittsburgh. Somehow Pittsburgh continues to win, even though I don't think they're that good. Green Bay is not that good either, though. Ethan and I both went with Pittsburgh. We'll see. Let Brady, he's going to have to make that one up and see where he stands with that. We all got Tampa Bay over Tennessee. Both these teams, they're not good either. Probably the game of the week, San Francisco at Jacksonville. San Francisco's lost 3 in a row. They lost to the Browns, and then they haven't won since. And, of course, I think they did have a bye last week. But we all got 49ers bouncing back, even though I think we'd all like to see Jacksonville win this. Baltimore, probably the number 1 team right now in football. We have them beating Cleveland, even though Cleveland has surprised us with some of our wins. We'll see what happens. But we all got Baltimore winning that. We all got Atlanta over Arizona. I believe Arizona's the worst team. We all have Detroit over the Chargers. Now, this could be an interesting matchup. Chargers are playing better, but if Detroit is for real, they need to win this game. We all got Dallas over a horrible Giants team without Jones. They're even worse. We all got Seattle over Washington. This could be a surprise as well. Not really a surprise, but Washington definitely could win this. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. But so we all got that. We all have the Giants over Vegas. Vegas fired their coach. They fired their general manager. I believe they won, though, last week. But we got the Jets winning, and we'll see if Rodgers comes back. And then we all have Baltimore beating Denver. Now, Denver did beat Kansas City a few weeks ago, and Buffalo has been losing a lot. I might have said Baltimore. Buffalo has been losing some. I still got Buffalo at home. So, our picks are pretty close. Brady does have that New Orleans, and he has that Carolina, hopefully to try to get him to make up some of these points where he's behind. Kansas City, the Rams, Dolphins, and Eagles all on a bye. It's always a good week when we don't have to watch the Eagles. Watch tonight and this weekend, week number 10. And thanks for watching our NFL predictions. Stay tuned next week for more predictions. Thanks for watching.